for being born into such a perfect body with such perfect health. To the two people you were born into that gave you all those lessons, whether by hook or by crook, whether you had to learn them the hard way or they were handed to you. Take a moment and be in awe of the luck that you have been born into.
I'm Nina. I live in Boston and I make a living as a hair colorist. So I'm currently out of work.
I'm trying to figure out how to make a basket out of plastic bags.
Yeah, I had a bunch of these bags and I was gonna buy like 7-gallon containers to put my plants in. And so I don't know if these will be strong enough to use instead, but I figured it would be worth trying, and then if not, then I have a cool basket. Generally, I have found it helpful to treat every day like a Wednesday. And so usually it starts off with coffee and a piece of paper with a list. I just like the satisfaction of being able to check things off and having some kind of sense of normalcy and a sense of accomplishment. My biggest challenge has continued to be my parents both becoming ill with COVID-19 really early on. My mom got sick so early that she couldn't find anyone to test her, and my father, I knew he would get it. He had a lot of pre-existing illnesses, and he was specifically vulnerable because he had autoimmune problems and COPD, so his respiratory system is really fragile. And so my mom got it, and I was just waiting for my dad to get it, and my dad got it pretty early. He was the 6th person in Connecticut to pass away from COVID-19. And that has been really, really hard. It was March 21st when he passed away, and I don't know, I think part of me feels like I should feel lucky that I have this time to be home and to grieve, and part of me feels like I'm enduring like trauma over and over again, because I'm just trying to get through it. I'm trying to get to a point where I can really process the having to lose someone that way. When I found out that my dad was going through liver failure on the respirator, I only had a couple minutes to come up with some last words to say to him, and I wrote them down so I could read them to him, and called the doctor, and I could hear that he had plastic on the phone, and he was struggling to answer it and hear me. But he held the phone up to my father's ear, who was on a respirator, and I asked him if he would hold my father's hand as he passed away.
And he was so kind. Nobody should have to say goodbye like this. So when my dad went into the hospital, I needed some place to go to pray, and I made this little altar. So I've kept this little bit of it just so I have somewhere to go now when I feel sad, or I'm looking for peace, a space where I can remember exactly what is really happening, what has happened. So the joy that I've managed to find has been mostly through moving my body, feeling free in my body. I think it's really healthy when you lose someone who really struggled for a long time to breathe and move and feel that freedom. It makes you realize how much suffering they endured, and it gives you a point of comparison. It's like, are my lungs constricted a little? Am I sweating? Is this hard? Yes. But can I do it? Yes, I can. And I will, and I am. And because of that, I am joyful.